Hello viewers, welcome to the February episode of NASScom Insights Tech Bytes. We are back with interesting insights from our latest research in the Indian technology market, which I am sure you will find valuable as you define your tech strategy. In addition, we will also cover a summary of the key discussions with technology industry experts on the NASScom Insights YouTube channel in the previous month. And within our Factbook segment, we will relay significant events such as deals, contracts, partnerships in the Indian technology sector recently. But before beginning with this episode, I would like to remind all our viewers to book your copy of the NASScom Strategic Review 2024. The Strategic Review is known as the Bible when it comes to anything on the Indian tech industry. And here's your chance to get your hands on it before anybody else. In addition to your exclusive early bird offer for up to 75% off, we are also doing a giveaway, and that is a free copy of the 2023 NASScom GCC Landscape Report worth INR 10,000. So what you're waiting for? Time's ticking. Book now and be the architect of FY 2025's tech evolution. Link in the description box below. Getting back to Tech Bytes, along with our analysts, let us now delve into some of the interesting reports that we recently released. The good news for you is that most of these reports are free, while we are also running some discounted offers for the paid reports. The download link for some of them are in the description box below. Do check them out. Now joining us for a discussion on the insights from our report, Weathering the Challenges, the Indian Tech Startup Landscape Report 2023, is Dhiraj. Welcome to the show, Dhiraj.
Thank you.
Dhiraj, how's the overall technology startup ecosystem in India shaping up? Are there more startups in the space, and how is the investment climate looking like?
Thank you. Absolutely, the Indian tech startup ecosystem is expanding in terms of cumulative number of startups, as the number now stands above the 31,000 mark. However, when it comes to funding, the ecosystem had a rough year with overall deal value down by around 67% and deal volumes down by 48% over 2022. Late stage funding almost dried out, primarily because of valuation cuts and shift in investors' focus towards profitability. Funding in deep tech startups dipped to just over $500 million, which was around 86% lower than what they secured in 2022. However, on the bright side, seed stage funding was still strong in the overall tech startup space. Its share in the overall deal value went up from 64% in 2022 to around 72% this year. Sectors like automotive, SCM and logistics, industrial and manufacturing secured a larger share of funding, and most interestingly, the share of new startups in tier 2 and tier 3 cities grew to around 40%, which kind of reflects a more inclusive and widespread startup culture.
That's a very comprehensive overview, Dhiraj. Looking ahead, how does 2024 look like for the Indian tech startup ecosystem? Any forecast, any stuff that you could share?
Okay, so as we look into 2024, I'd say gaining some positive momentum will require 4 strategic interventions. In the interest of time, I'll quickly just touch upon them. So first one is timely implementation of deep tech policy by the government. The second one would be prioritization and strengthening of domestic capital flow. The third one would be improving market access for tech startups. And the fourth one would be easing regulatory environment for easy compliance both by investors and startups. Now, looking into 2024, we see the space is full of opportunities and risks. Some improvements in funding is expected. We can see an increase in number of startups going public and more innovation, especially in the field of generative AI. Some startup founders that we spoke to expect to see continued growth in their revenues, and some indicated a shift in focus towards maximizing their profitability, which seems reasonable as of now. So to sum it up, I feel adaptability and strategic planning will be key for startups to navigating this space in 2024.
There, you have heard it. Exciting times ahead. Thanks for breaking down the Indian tech startup picture for us, Dhiraj.
Thank you so much.
For our next report, India's journey to a tech talent nation, a skills-first approach, we have Neha to discuss key findings from the report. Welcome to the show, Neha.
Thanks, Achyuta.
So, Neha, can you tell us more about what the report covers?
Sure. So, the insight presented in the report are primarily based on the information collected through a digital skills survey and case study submissions on 5 specific categories. And these submissions were made by our NASSCOM member companies, which also powered NASSCOM's first ever Digital Skills Award 2023. The key objective of this study was to assess the digital skilling journey of the technology industry in India, best practices, collaborations and frameworks followed by organizations in their pursuit to become skills first company. The insights in the report are based on over 250 case studies and survey of 106 companies, which actually focuses on digital skilling journey, learning platforms that they leverage, partnerships with academia for skilling, and other CSR related skilling initiatives that they lead.
Great. Could you also please tell us or throw some light on the digital skilling trends that have emerged in the report?
Sure. So, Indian companies are aggressively pursuing digital skilling of their talent pool. What we saw was 52% of the organizations are spending nearly 60 to 100 hours per year on digital learning. Over 50% of the MSMEs are investing more than 100 hours per year on digital skilling. Now, also what we saw was 70% of the firms are focusing on developing skills around 3 key technology areas: cloud computing, AI, ML, and mobile and web development. Notably, what we saw was foundational digital skilling has become very important and an integral element for both core and non-tech roles. So, what we saw, organizations are actually looking at more than 50% of their full-time employees being skilled across foundational digital skills.
Really good to hear on the focus on skilling in the tech industry. Neha, could you share some light on the key enablers that are supporting the skilling journey?
So, sure, Achyuta. Learning platforms and academic partnerships are acting as key enablers, with organizations increasingly relying on multiple platforms and academic partnerships. As per the survey, 80% of the respondents indicated that they rely on internal platforms for foundational digital skilling. At the same time, they're using external platforms for expert level digital skilling. Organizations are currently widely using data-driven platforms, while we also saw that platforms that offer AI-based personalization and gamification features are also on the rise. Now, looking at the academic partnership side, we saw 63% of the organizations have an academic partnership for digital skilling. 54% undertake employee skilling via Indian collaborations, while 38% leverage the international tie-ups. Now, if we look at the international tie-ups, they're mainly coming from the larger companies. Now, academic collaboration models are basically centered around key 4 themes. So, the first one is targeted employees upskilling, then higher education for employees in the tech domain, then creation of ready-to-hire talent, and finally, enhancing employability for the society.
Thanks for giving the highlights, Neha. For the NASSCOM Zinnov India GCC Trends Quarterly Analysis Q3 CY 2023 report, we have Vandhna with us to share the highlights from the report. Welcome to the show, Vandhna.
Thanks, Achyuta.
Vandhna, can you tell our viewers what does the report cover?
Sure. So this report is a part of our ongoing analysis of the India's GCC landscape. And this time we are covering and focusing on Q3 of the calendar year 2023. So this report analyzes the number of new GCCs that have opened and also the existing GCCs that have expanded their presence across various sectors and locations in the country. So some points include, as an ongoing feature, we have the GCC Intensity Index that we have co-created with Zinnov. And this is a multivariate assessment model which is intending to track and measure the activity of GCCs in India. And we do it on a quarterly basis. So the index encompasses various parameters such as GCC establishment and expansion, industry verticals, functions, tiers, headquarter locations, India presence as well in terms of number of locations and the envisioned work profile, and many other points. And this time we have also taken a departure from doing a deep dive across a sector, and we have delved deep into the functions of sales and marketing, along with some interesting case studies as well, which are showcasing innovative sales and marketing work which is being carried out by the Indian GCC centers. Yeah.
Can you share some key highlights from this edition of the report?
Sure. There are very interesting highlights that we have encountered. So first of all, a very impressive number of 21 new GCCs have been established during Q3 of CY 2023, which is a significant increase compared to 9 in the last quarter. And around 33% of these GCCs were in software and internet vertical. And these were primarily established in tier 1 cities of Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune, NCR, etc., and also one in Ahmedabad. And some key names include Pioneer, Kraft Heinz, Heimdall, ChampionX, UPS, Northern Tool and Equipment, etc. Secondly, 8 existing GCCs have expanded their operations in India, and primarily it is again from the software and internet vertical. And all of them expanded in tier 1 cities of Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune and NCR. And some prominent names here include BlackBerry, Warner Brothers, Discovery, Omron, MetLife, Fidelity, etc. And thirdly, Indian GCCs, we have done the functional analysis and we have observed that Indian GCCs have over 10,000 employees in sales-focused shared service centers and over 7,500 plus employees in marketing-focused service centers.
Thanks, Vandhana, joining us for a discussion on the insights from our report, Future of Work, Unraveling the Intricacies of New Gen Work, is Naman. Naman, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Achyuta.
So, Naman, could you share with our viewers a brief context of the report?
Sure, Achyuta. So, this year, the Annual Tech Industry Future of Work focused report covers 3 pillars: the future of jobs, workforce and workspace. The insights in the report are coming from a survey of 185 plus organizations and 2,500 plus current and future employees, and highlights key trends and shifts that have the strategic implications on how the Indian tech industry navigates the intricate intersection of innovation, employment and physical environments that shape our professional landscape.
Good to know that. Can you throw some more light on key findings from the report?
Sure. So, if I talk about on the future of jobs, I can broadly segregate or classify this into 3 parts. First would be the geographical expansion. So, about 47% of respondents have moved to tier 2 or tier 3 cities in India. Another 20% of respondents are interested to explore these locations to leverage cost, talent, retention and skill benefits. The second point is the hybrid work model. About 83% of the respondents from large organizations are focused on flexible work models, while 60% of the small-sized organizations prefer completely in-office approach. The third point is the emerging jobs and technologies. AI, ML experts, data scientists and full-stack developer roles are the most in-demand roles across the technology subsectors, while professional skills like analytics, problem solving and design thinking continues to gain prominence. On the future of workforce, the emerging workforce dynamics, learning, career growth, culture and ethics are the top factors for employees to choose any organization. And gig economy, I think that is the term we've heard before as well. So gig economy, 84% of the organizations are exploring leveraging gig workforce to deliver critical engagements. Concerns pertaining to data security in this model thus remain a challenge. Employee value proposition or EVP, so DEI, diversity, equity and inclusion, and ESG are emerging as new pillars for organizations to create their unique employee value propositions. On future workspace, again, redesigning workspaces, organizations are actively incorporating a culture of innovation and creativity with inspirational design elements and adaptive workspaces in addition to sustainable and networked infrastructure. Culture of innovation, about 66% of millennials and 74% of Gen Z are happy with the level of support and encouragement for innovation and creative thinking. Societal impact, I think that is also a very important point. So about 83% of the workforce agree that their organization is actively working on environmentally sustainable practices.
Thanks, Naman. Now I'd like to welcome Khyati from our marketing team to provide a concise summary of our recent thought leadership sessions and explain to you why you should be watching them. Khyati, over to you.
Thanks, Achyuta. So we had a number of interesting and insightful sessions recently. Under India Redefining the Global Blueprint event series conducted in collaboration with Brookfield Properties, we released the NASScom Zone of India GCC Trends Quarterly Analysis Q3 CY 2023 report. Engaging in the discussion were leaders from Brookfield Properties, BT Global Business Services and AXAXL. The focus of the conversation was on their GCC journey in India along with recommendations for the upcoming GCCs. Next, we recorded an Analyst Assemble session with Mr. Arjun Sethi, partner and head of APEC region AT Kearney. This session delves into the details of the AT Kearney Global Services Location Index, GSLI as we say, which provides location intelligence for companies to establish their tech operations across the world. Another Analyst Assemble session was recorded featuring Mr. Rishi Jhunjhunwala, Senior Vice President at the IIFL Securities. The session focused on the discussion of past results of Indian public tech companies and included estimates and insights for industry performance in 2024.
Thanks, Khyati. Viewers, what are you waiting for? The links to the sessions are in the description box below. Go check them out. Next, we have Prajwal with us to give a quick overview of key happenings in the industry in the last 1 month.
Thanks, Achyuta. So, some notable technology partnerships include Quinty Financial Technologies has entered into a collaborative partnership with the Tamil Nadu government to establish development centers within the state. Datamatics and OutSystems establish a strategic partnership to accelerate high-performance, low-code application development. Reliance Jio Infocom collaborates with IIT Bombay to introduce a homegrown AI model, Bharat GPT, which aims to deliver India-centric, multilingual and multimodal GPT LLMs. HCL Technologies collaborates with SAP to boost innovation and adoption of generative AI that enable businesses to achieve better outcomes and accelerate business transformation. Cyient entered into a memorandum of understanding with SkyDrive Incorporation, a leading Japanese eVTOL aircraft manufacturer, to cater to the global urban air mobility market, including India. Moving on to some significant technology contracts, Persistent signed multi-year strategic collaboration with Amazon Web Services to accelerate the pace of innovation and development of Gen AI solutions for clients. Cognizant announced its collaboration with Microsoft on the launch of the Innovation Assistant, a generative AI-powered tool built on Microsoft Azure OpenAI service. Metro Brands Limited joined hands with merchandise planning platform Nextail. This deal encompasses implementing several AI-driven solutions across the company's buying and merchandising functions. Infosys partners with LKQ Europe to lead its IT-related business. Infosys will assist to integrate and standardize disparate business processes and systems for them. Mastech announced a strategic collaboration with Microsoft aiming to spearhead innovation solutions utilizing the capabilities of Microsoft Generative AI. Achyuta, now moving on to the acquisition for the current month. Infosys to acquire semiconductor design service provider Insemi. This strategic investment strengthens Infosys' ER&D capabilities and its continued commitment to help global clients navigate their digital transformation journey.
Okay, so it seems AI and engineering were the key highlights for the month.
Yep.
Prajwal, thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much, Achyuta.
Thank you all for joining us today. You can find all our reports on the NASSCOM community and the NASSCOM website. We have an array of reports lined up for release in the upcoming month, so stay tuned. To receive instant notifications when we post new videos on our channel, be sure to click the bell icon. If you found this video insightful, please share it with your friends and colleagues. We eagerly anticipate your feedback. Keep coming back for more.